Welcome on, welcome on. Hey, what's happening, everybody? Y'all know me, Rawhide Media for you. I got these great guests with me, but remember, guys, hey, you may be a visitor, but you ain't never strange over here with Rawhide. But today I got great guests here today. You know what I'm saying? They family basically. Hot take Tiff in the house. And I got David Talks Bus. But before we get to it, let me just say a little bit about Hot Take Tiff, aka Wildcat. Y'all heard me? If y'all would, man, you know what I'm saying? Look at my description. I got her channel's link in there. And if y'all would, y'all hit that link and y'all go subscribe to Tiff, man. Y'all do me a favor, man. Everybody that's listening to me, Scorpio Vibes, what's happening, man? Hey, listen, I be want to speak to you. I want to catch you off top, but anyway, but y'all do me a favor, get in my description, hit that link, Hot Take Tiff, and go give her a subscribe. Because let me tell y'all something. Hey, y'all listen to me very close. Y'all know I won't be shooting you all that BS. Listen, Tiff is the next Laura Rutledge and Maria Taylor. Y'all need to come on in, get in when y'all know her as Hot Take Tiff. Get in on the ground floor because I'm telling you, in a couple of years when y'all see her on mainstream television doing her thing, I want y'all to be able to say, hey, I met Hot Take Tiff. You feel me? And when I'm still out here trying to get it out the mud, I hope she shoot me. You know what I'm saying? I hope she throw me a bone and be like, hey, I'll come on your show, Rawhide. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm big and bad, but I'm going to come on your show. But that's Hot Take Tiff. Y'all better get in right now. She going to be about that life. Go ahead. Y'all let them know. Y'all let them know how you, let them know a little bit about you, Tiff.
I just love the game for real. Someone called me a football junkie, and I think we all got it for sure, but I got it real bad.
All right. Anything else you want to tell the fans about you?
I'm really just excited to get going and get cooking. And
what's your zodiac?
Leo.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, what's your zodiac?
I'm a Sagittarius.
FYI, that went all over my head, guys. I don't know about that.
Just your birthday.
You know what I'm saying? Put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but that's our girl Wildcat. You know what I'm saying? Well, I take Tiff. I call her Wildcat. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I call her Wildcat. And then we got my man, Dave. Everybody know Dave. You know what I'm saying? Dave holding it down for everybody. Hey, Dave should have been on that creator show with Coach Prime and Neely. Let's call it what it is. Hey, he should have been on the show, but he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, their mamas, daddies, cousins, sisters, and brothers. Man, y'all let them know, man. Y'all subscribe to my man Dave. His link is also in the description. You know what I'm saying? And look, I know Dave's happy. Colorado just got a commitment from Dave's new Willie Gaines 2.0, Mr. Webster. What's up, Dave? Let him know what's up.
Hey, but he actually catches the ball, and I'm just gonna say this. I was the first one to put out a video for the Coach Prime extension. Coach Prime, I'm ready for my season tickets now. Come on.
You gotta talk, act crazy and act the fool to get them tickets, bro. You gotta act. You feel what I'm saying?
No doubt.
But anyway, guys, we're gonna go and jump in. I'm not gonna hold y'all long. What I'll do, man, we'll go for 30, 35 minutes. You know what I'm saying? With us three, it depends on how it goes. Then I'll open the panel up for everybody that want to come get in and jump on our neck. Let us know how we feel about it. But today is the day we're talking about the way too early Heisman hopefuls. You hear what I'm saying? Specifically, Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter. But before we jump into that, I want to show you all a little bit something. It's the betting odds. The Heisman next year, the Heisman betting odds on FanDuel. I'm gonna drop this thing real quick because I know a lot of people had talked to me about. A few people asked me, "Hey, Rawhide, can you explain to me, you know what I'm saying, how this bet thing go?" So when I'm showing y'all this, I'll also explain. You know what I'm saying. We're gonna come in with the elementary kindergarten style. We're gonna just start off, you know what I'm saying, with these type of bets. But let's take a peek. Right now, they got Quentin Ewers as plus 750 for an example. So that what that basically means is that he is, as of today, he is a odds favorite to win the Heisman coming up the next year. But y'all don't care nothing about Quentin Ewers. What you care about is Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter. Let's just be honest about it. Y'all care about Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter. As y'all can see here, right? They got Shedeur Sanders, right, at plus 4,000. Plus 4,000. I'm telling y'all right now, write this down. Rawhide Media is betting $100 on Shedeur Sanders to win the Heisman next season. Okay. And for those of you who don't understand what that plus 4,000 means, let me just tell y'all how I do it. This is the easiest way to me how you do it. Move the decimal over 2 slots to the left, which would be 40, and that's 40 to 1. That's as easy as you can get it. Move your decimal. So if it's 4,000, move it over 2 slots, cuts it down to 40, 40 to 1. There you go. 100 cash, you multiply 100 cash by 40. What that bring? 4,000?
Yeah, that plus 4,000
so
right there.
4,000. So there you go. My multiplication. I ain't on that cane juice. I'm on that buff juice today. So y'all just bear with me a little bit. So that's all that's as simple as I can make it on this, you know what I'm saying, in this respect. So guys, what do y'all think about plus 4,000? Y'all think Rawhide throwing his money away?
Honestly, I feel like Shedeur has some really good chances to win Heisman this year. Travis, I don't know how I feel about that, but Shedeur for sure. And like, I'm loving what they're doing. I'm loving that Will Shepherd's coming in. I think that's going to help get his numbers exactly to where they need to be in order for him to be truly competitive. And yeah, I love it kind of actually.
Oh, bet. What do you think about that? What you think about that, Dave? What you think about that, Dave?
Go big or go home, baby. If I'm choosing between the two players, Shedeur and Travis, I mean, I got the Travis Hunter jersey on plus 7,500, 7,500. If I can make, 7,500 instead of 4,000 with my $100, I'm doing that. And here's the thing. Michigan just won the title. All right. Will it be vacated? We'll find out in a few days. It shouldn't, but I'm just making a joke. But hey, it's been what? How many years since Charles Woodson won the Heisman? If CU can get to that 9-10 wins this year, if we can get there and Travis Hunter stays healthy, I want Travis Hunter to win it. If I have to pick between the two. I mean, I'm a fanboy of them both, but I'm going to take the Travis Hunter side with this. What say you, Rob?
Well, I'm just going to tell y'all right now, I'm betting 100 cash on Travis Hunter too. Plus 7,500. You heard me? Listen, hey, again, explaining to you all who don't understand the game. This is how I do it. 7,500, right? That means it's a decimal after the last zero. Move that sucker over two slots. That leaves you with 75. Multiply your 75 by 1. That's your odds. Hey, I'm putting 100 on it. 75 to 1. Bro, I'm going forward. I'm going with the 2-shotter. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get paid because I lost my just to let y'all know, I did bet Shedeur to win the Heisman this previous season. Right. I did do that. Just full disclosure. So I'm coming right back and doing it with Travis and Shedeur. What's up, Tiff? What's up, Tiff? Sound like you want to get in there. What's up?
I'm blown. Like Travis Hunter. Like I'm hearing Charles Woodson. Y'all really think he's gonna ball like that this year?
Dave, I'll let you jump on that one.
Okay, so if you look at Charles Woodson, the last two-way player to win the Heisman, he was more productive on defense, I guess, than he was on offense, but played a big role on special teams as well. I think, hey, if Travis Hunter, if he can have a few interceptions, it's more of like passing the eye test with him. Like if you can tell that, hey, he's making a significant impact on this defense, he's making some big highlight reel plays, he's getting another 3-4 touchdowns on top of that. He's, I think if he stayed healthy, he probably would have been right up there with Zay Weaver in terms of receiving production this year. So if he finishes anywhere between 700 and 1,000 yards, with say 6 to 10 touchdowns somewhere, I think you're building yourself a Heisman case right there. But again, like Alfarou's saying with that super chat that just came in, hey, it's not going to happen without wins. We need to be a winning team. That needs to happen first before we start giving away awards to any of the Buffs players. But I think if he can stay healthy, I would like to see it happen. I would like to see a two-way player get some favoritism just because of how rare it is. We don't see this happen all the time. It's mainly a quarterback award, or maybe every now and then it'll go to a running back or wide receiver. But let's put some respect on the rare two-way player.
I mean, you got it right there. Like, I do love a two-way player, and I appreciate it. I just think, like, with everything that I'm seeing from Colorado, and Alpha's right, like, yeah, you do have to get those wins. But I feel like based off of what I've seen happen, I feel like Colorado could be a really competitive team this year. And I feel like Shedeur actually has the potential to get somewhere in the 3,700 to 4,000 range. If he comes out with 35 touchdowns, I don't know how you justify, given the consistency over his career in terms of performance, not giving him the Heisman.
I think, Tiff, you brought up a great point. And which let me just, before I touch on that, let me just get this super chat off. Alpha with the 499, bro. Appreciate it, man. I showing that love and support for me and Dave. And now we got a new one on the scene. I keep telling y'all, I don't know if y'all caught that intro, man. Listen, we got the next, listen to me, fellas and ladies, we got the next Laura Rutledge, bro. We got the next Maria Taylor on this panel. So y'all need to get in early. Get it. Hey, go to Hot Take Tiff, hit the subscribe button, man, and show y'all support. But Alpha Rule with the 499 said it doesn't make sense. You're actually betting that they win 9 to 10 games. Think about it. You can't win the Heisman without wins. Guys, Alpha Rule made a great point. I think just looking back on it here in the recent history, I guess, in the modern day game of football, I think 3 losses is the max that I've seen for a player to win the Heisman Trophy.
Probably Caleb Williams, right?
Right. Caleb Williams. It was also Robert Griffin, and I thought it was one other guy. But you need, for the most part, Robert Griffin, Lamar Jackson, Tim Tebow, Ricky Williams.
Yeah.
And then we jumped to 87 with Tim Brown, and Bo Jackson won it with 3 losses. So what you want to do is that they need to win ball games, right? That's a given. My question to you all is this. I don't want to turn it into a record conversation. That's not what I'm saying. Let me ask y'all this. Do you believe, because I think it's more likely that Travis Hunter can win the Heisman with 4 losses, with the amount of snaps that he plays, than Shedeur Sanders? I think you need 3 or more for a Shedeur Sanders being a quarterback. But the sheer fact that you're playing 150 snaps a game, and if he does that consistently, let's say they lose 4 ball games, 1,000-yard receiver, saying shut down corner, X amount of interceptions, maybe 1 or 2 interception returns for a touchdown. Do you all believe at that point Travis Hunter can win the Heisman Trophy doing something that no one basically in the modern game has done with 4 losses?
That would be my hope. Like, if you can play significantly more snaps than anybody else in college football, like, I'm just trying to think about it. Like, the quarterback pretty much plays 100% of the offensive snaps. If you're taking whatever number that is from Shedeur this next year and multiplying it, by a time and a half, if Travis is playing 50% more snaps on top of Shedeur, I mean, that is just insane. I do think that, hey, the more, I don't know, I'm interested to hear what y'all think about this, but the more wins CU gets, I'm guessing it's probably going to go more and more favor of the quarterback, because that's just what happens. They're seen as the MVP. But if it is something like, an 8 or 9 win season, and Travis is putting up those numbers while staying healthy, again, something we've never seen in the modern era of football, or really any era of football that I can think of. And I don't know how you can ignore that.
There you go. Tiff?
In terms of what, and kind of to Dave's point, like, this is something that I've talked about before just a little bit. I think if we're going to just make it a quarterback award, then let's call it that. But the Heisman's supposed to go to the best player in college football. And I think that, yes, wins and losses are a factor in that, but that accounts for so many different things, right? That accounts for your system, that accounts for the teams that you're playing against. Schedules aren't a factor when they look at the Heisman. They just look at wins and losses. And I think that the best player isn't necessarily always on the best team. So if he is putting up that sort of performance and those sort of numbers, which is something that we've never seen before, then I don't see how you could say he's not the best player in college football. If no one else can do it, how is he not the best?
Right, right. I second that. And for those of you with my explanation before, I guess the easiest way, right, to give you an example of what I'm kind of saying, even though this gentleman plays the quarterback position, those of you who watch the NFL, basically my Travis Hunter argument is the Lamar Jackson argument, because the people that don't believe that Lamar Jackson is the MVP are those that are saying that his stats are not necessarily right, checking off the boxes of a normal MVP. But how valuable Lamar is to his team, for example, Lamar Jackson dictates totally how defenses play the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson dictates totally how pass rushers come at him. Lamar Jackson dictates because he does two things well, running and throwing. He is the most valuable player in my opinion, which rolls right back to Travis Hunter. I'll say, okay, fine. He ain't gonna be your best, right? He's not gonna be your best wide receiver in the country. Nor is he going to be, in my opinion, the best cornerback in the country. But what I'm saying is though, he's 80 to 90% of each position, which makes him have the ability to be a Heisman Trophy winner. No different than Lamar Jackson. He ain't the top passer guy, but nor is he the top rusher guy, but he's 80% of all of that.
Yes.
You follow what I'm saying? I saw your jaws go out, Tiff. What is it that you disagree with?
Nothing on the Travis perspective. I mean, I definitely didn't have Lamar for MVP, but
we'll talk about that later.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I just
go down that rabbit hole.
I was like, this is a Colorado thing, so we're not even gonna go there. So I just couldn't. No poker face over here. But I'm with you on Travis. We'll talk about Lamar another time.
I mean, I hate baseball, guys. I mean, I hate baseball, but it's kind of like that MVP Ohtani, right? He plays the outfield, he pitches, and he hits home runs. I guess he put up a lot of great batting stats too, but it's like, how rare do you see a player like that in baseball?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. I believe if they don't have a runaway I know Shedeur is, I think Shedeur wins it if they have an exceptional season. I'm leaning toward a not exceptional receiving, so I'm kind of leaning towards Travis because he is closer to an anomaly than the norm. So, which I think it's more. I think it's more probable for Travis Hunter in this sense. So, guys, if they don't have somebody running away with it, like if it's a season like the Heisman was this year, they win 8 ball games. Travis Hunter, over 1,000-yard receiver. How I just described. How do you keep that man from winning the Heisman Trophy? Is he not by definition the best football player in the country if he achieves those things?
Okay, so when you go there, well, we were talking before, and I picked Shedeur. I picked Shedeur based off of what I think that they will do, because I think that was why I was like, because we were talking about putting money down. So I was like, if I'm putting money down, I'm thinking about the politics of what's involved, not what I actually believe the award should be or who it should go to. Because to that point, like, absolutely, like that's kind of what we were chatting about before. But like, if we're going to be completely honest, for them involved, the committee, it's a quarterback award.
It is a quarterback role. Yeah, it is.
But all the quarterbacks are mid next year.
They're all mid, kind of
Let's
now.
talk about it. Like, who would y'all say? I know, like, they got the favorites and everything like that with like Ewers. Who else was up there that I'm trying to think about? JJ McCarthy.
Yeah,
Carson
Jalen
Beck,
Milroy. Yeah.
Milrow.
Yeah. I guess if I was going into it, right, don't want to turn into that. I think, okay, again, what we have to do is, in order for Travis and Shedeur to be a Heisman hopeful in the end, they need to win. In my opinion, for Travis, exceptional season, 8 wins. With Shedeur, I think they have to get a minimum of 9. So let's talk in the realm where they achieve these goals. I think that their biggest obstacle will be Jalen Milroy, right, and JJ McCarthy. I think those are only two that they really need to worry about, because the sheer fact that you play for Alabama, they're going to lose. They're going to win. If not undefeated, they're going to lose a game. And we know they love throwing the Heisman to the best player on the best team. They love doing that. JJ's coming back after what he did this season with Michigan. He comes back. If he has another decent season, Michigan does a good job, then here we go again. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be, you know what I'm saying, a finalist. So, you know, how do y'all feel about that?
Well, what I was going to say with like these quarterbacks is, I don't know if I see, like you said, like any of these favorites putting up big time, like Buzz Lightyear type numbers, like 5,000 yards. You know, JJ McCarthy, I wouldn't expect that. Carson Beck, you know, Brock Bowers, a handful of Georgia's weapons are leaving. Even Quinn Ewers, you know, their entire receiving production this year, including their tight end, Sanders, they're all off to the NFL. Now, I mean, they got some guys, you know, like Ryan Wingo. I forget their top wide receiver, Jonte Cook. That should be a sophomore. Of course, Aaron Butler is going to be there as well. But a lot of these veteran quarterbacks that are going into like their senior year, Quinn Ewers, JJ McCarthy, Carson Beck, even Jackson Dart's a guy that I really like. I feel like he can sling it. He's going to have new weapons to throw to as well. So it's a pretty unique year where a lot of these favorites, they're going to be working with like less experienced wide receiver and tight end cores than they had this year.
Yeah. No, oh, go ahead, Raw. You're muted too. But I was just saying, like, I kind of agree with what you were saying when I look at it, because I do watch a lot of college football and I look across conferences, and I think that is a really big factor. And I think that for me, what I've seen, Colorado probably has one of the most stable off seasons, like in terms of impact positions that, and I know, Dave, y'all got a lot of transfers coming in and different things like that, but it's all, in my opinion, additions. There aren't any really key losses. And when I look at a lot of other teams, they're going to be taking key losses, whether that's at the player position or even at, like, Coach Harbaugh is likely going to the league, right? So when you look at, and the people that he's going to take with him from Michigan, you feel me? Like if he brings Shamar Moore, whatever, like in terms of the way all of these teams' systems are actively changing, I look at Colorado and I'm saying this is going to be a similar, hopefully ran differently or executed differently, but still, you feel me, like a consistent system with enough time to gel that they can be competitive and compete and get those wins and get those stats, which puts them in a really great position when it comes to these Heisman odds.
Mm-hmm. I think that right there, what you said was A1. That was an excellent take. You're right. They hadn't lost much at this point. You know what I'm saying? You know, what we talking about, the position that they're in as of today, they hadn't lost much. And I totally agree with you on that. Now, granted, after the spring, what happens there is another story. But as of right now, they hadn't lost anything. All they got is things to build on. Let me get this ESPN Black, which is Endo Gardens, guys, if y'all didn't know, with the $2 super. He said if Shedeur matched his sophomore stats, he'll win the Heisman. That's what ESPN Black is saying. Now, before I even address that, I know we're a little bit longer in. Let me just again say, hey guys, if y'all would get in my description, hit that hot take Tiff. Show us some love. Go subscribe to her. I keep telling y'all, man, catch her now, because when she on there, y'all didn't say nothing, and then y'all be like, she acting funny. She ain't acting funny. You wasn't even trying to support her in the beginning. So don't be trying to holler at her now when she's on the sideline at an NFL game interviewing players. So y'all get in right now. You feel me? So, but
Appreciate you.
oh no, man, it is what it is. But as my man ESPN Black say, I don't know about that, bro, because it ain't all about his stats. It's about wins. Again, if it's 8, I'm leaning on Travis. If it's 10, if it's not, honestly, if it's 8 or 9, I'm leaning Travis. If it's 10, I will lean Shedeur. That's kind of how, because, and again, I think I've said this before, is because Travis is an anomaly, guys. He's playing damn near, bro. They had Travis Hunter playing on freaking special teams trying to block a freaking field goal. Okay, that tells you how many plays he is playing. That's going to be something that people actually got to pay attention to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
I do have a question for you, Raw and Tiff. I'm interested what y'all's take on this. So, yeah, let's say Travis is in the consideration because he stayed healthy, was productive, and played a lot of snaps, on both sides of the ball and special teams. With that article, Raw, that you sent us earlier today, with ESPN talking about the Heisman favorites, again, all of them were pretty much quarterbacks, but another guy that they had on there was Ollie Gordon from Oklahoma State, who led the nation in rushing this year with 1,600 yards, had 20 rushing touchdowns. That's kind of an anomaly too. If he were to reach, hypothetically, like 2,000 yards rushing in a college football season, regular season, which is substantially less than how many games you play in the NFL, and we've only seen a handful of those guys in the NFL do it. Where would you put that? In ranking with quarterback player or Travis Hunter?
I don't think he could win it at 2,000 yards because that's been achieved a couple of times. So I don't believe. Well, let me back that up. They would have to have an exceptional season. In addition to that, he would then have to achieve what you just described. I think that's the only way he can make it. I don't think that he can win the Heisman at a little over 2,000 yards rushing, being a 9-win team. I don't believe that can happen. Mm-hmm. What do you think, Tiff?
I agree that he wouldn't. I would probably personally want him to, just for the simple fact that Oklahoma State's not really like that, in my opinion. So for him to achieve that in the Big 12, which is pretty good at stopping the run consistently, I think I would be so excited to see something like that I would be like, give it to him. But they would never do it. But I would root for it. That would be the one vote if I was on the committee would go to him.
Yeah. I think they're saying about 26 different running backs has rushed for 2,000 yards. You know what I mean? So I just don't believe. I think honestly, for him to win, it would have to be no competition, right? And I think he needs something like yards from scrimmage, somewhere around 2,800 yards. So basically, you see what I'm saying? So, and that's just I'm not saying rushing. I'm just saying yards from scrimmage. So basically, he would have to be the end-all, be-all guy, and they'd have to have a good season.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. Derrick Henry in his 2015 year, which I believe he won the Heisman, 2,300 yards from scrimmage.
Right.
And
he played for Alabama. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Right. So I think that's what it would take. You know what I'm saying? But I guess I can follow up that question with this question. Do you all believe that the notoriety that Travis Hunter receives and Shedeur Sanders receive will hurt them in a Heisman vote.
Okay, can I ask a question to clarify first?
Go ahead.
Are you asking, do I think it will hurt their performance, or do I think the politics involved will affect the way the committee votes?
Oh, just simply the voting, splitting of votes. That's where I'm really coming from. What do you think, Tim?
Such a good question. Okay, I think it could, honestly. I think you get into an argument that we saw happen this year that you hate to see, but is it the quarterback? Is it the wide receiver? And I mean, obviously there's been quarterbacks that have won the Heisman that have had great wide receivers. Like Joe Burrow had an all-star cast. Kyler Murray had CD. Jaden Daniels had Neighbors. You feel me? So like across the board, like there have been quarterbacks that have won with great wide receivers, but I think with his level of skill, I think people will start to ask the question again and be like, does he deserve it because he's playing with X, Y, and Z? And I think that question will split the votes, because then instead of appreciating both of their greatness, people start to say one person's greatness is leading to another, which in some scenarios it does, but is that the case here? I don't necessarily believe that to be true.
I got you, Dave.
This is a tough one to answer. Somebody had this in the chat earlier, wondering would it be possible to have a co-Heisman winner, and that's pretty much winners, and that's pretty much statistically impossible based on, I think they have a few hundred voters, and then you rank them all 1 through 5 or 1 through 4 or whatever. So probably not going to happen, I guess, but I think depending on the wins is probably, you would see the committee go one way or the other if they were choosing between one of the CU guys. Now, I do think one thing that could hurt CU in the media game is that I think Oregon's going to have a guy that's going to be up there, Dylan Gabriel. Like
You think so?
I think so. If you're looking at again, we just looked at kind of the top favorites, I guess. I don't know if like any of these guys are putting up incredible numbers and statistics like this next year. Granted, their teams will probably have the wins. They'll have those double-digit wins. But I think Oregon, I mean, if they have a 10, 11 win season, and Dylan Gabriel, who I think is a better quarterback than Bo Nix, I mean, we'll see what Dan Lanning does with him. I think there would probably be a pretty big PR campaign for him, just like what we saw with Bo Nix this year. And I mean, LSU, they won 10 games this year. I don't want to be too pessimistic, but if it's one of these years where you don't have a guy that's completely blowing away the Heisman race or whatever, a guy like Dylan Gabriel could get in there and take home that award if Oregon's up there.
Let me give Dave
That was good.
an applause for a hot take. I did not see that coming. Hey.
That was spicy, Dave. That was my eyes went up.
I'm not an Oregon fan.
What?
Like, it hurts me to say that, but I could see it happening.
Hey,
They got Troy Franklin returning, right?
I mean,
Better than Bo Nix? You think Dylan Gabriel's better than Bo Nix?
Yeah. I do.
Yeah, Bo Nix up.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he's dookie. But yeah. I mean, yeah,
I agree, Dave. Good for you, Dave. Insane.
Dave,
I love the commenters.
I know, right? They go with Dave. Hey, I agree with you. Dave's insane. I mean, look at
Dave together.
Oh, hey, let me IV4 with the $2 Super Bowl. Is hot take tip in college for journalism? They think they feel like you're in college. I don't know. You can talk about that if you want.
First of all, Thank you so much, because I have not been in college for some years. So that made me feel really great about myself. But no, I didn't go to school for journalism. I actually went for pediatric psychiatry. But no. So no, I'm not.
Okay.
Do I give off journalistic vibes?
Dave, you want to respond to that?
Like, is that
That
Ron,
you're
you
well
were saying the
spoken,
reporter Maria Taylor,
that
like
you're much more calm and collected than I am. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
I guess
exactly,
so.
exactly, Tiff. Yes, you ain't us.
that's because this is like such a great, like, this has been such a chill environment. Like the other day, like I turned my camera off. It was like full screaming into my phone when I was on your panel. So sometimes it can get
Yeah, yeah. I know.
spicy.
I have to turn your mic. Honestly, I go in and I turn your mic all the way up because I'm like, Tiff, I need just a little more bass in your voice. But you know what I'm saying. But don't flip it that way. You know what I'm saying. Keep doing what you're doing because I'm looking for you on them side on them NFL sidelines, and I'm looking for that bone. I'm like, throw Raw, High, and Dave a bone when you make it big. And those of you all who just peeped in, y'all do me a favor. Y'all can look at my description, man. Y'all go out and subscribe to Hot Take Tiff. She just started her channel, guys. And ladies, let me tell y'all something. I done already seen over 25 ladies in here. So if she ain't got 25 subscribers at the end of this show, y'all dead wrong. You dead wrong. I'm just gonna call you out. Y'all dead wrong. Now,
No,
everybody should subscribe. Everybody should subscribe. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to carry the banner, man. Y'all got to carry the banner. Hey, ESPN Black with the $2 soup. He say, he said 144 in the chat. Sub Tiff. She at 45. Oh, you up to 45.
I
Let's
was
go.
at like 4
You know what
before,
I'm
and
saying?
then like Rob was so great about promoting, like helping shout out our show today, and then like this, like y'all are so. This
There
is
you
the
go.
best.
So there
Y'all
you
are the
go.
best.
She at 45. So
Thank
y'all need to
you.
go step y'all game up. 45 ain't enough. Y'all get up to 100. And then we got JR Boxing for the 199. He said no chance at Heisman for Travis / Shedeur. Has the best shot. Well, did I read that
Well,
right? No
I think he's
chance
saying
at
Fedor
Heisman
has the best
for
shot.
No, he's saying
Travis.
no chance. Yeah, like Travis has no chance at all.
And Shedeur is the best shot. I don't know about that one, bro. I don't know. Hey, Scorpio, appreciate you subscribing, man. I got nothing but love for Scorpio, bro. Nothing but love for Scorpio. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all support and everything. So, Dave, look like we at the 37-minute mark. Any closing statements y'all want?
Man, I'm just gonna say this. Dan Lanning's still playing for clicks next year, man. That's why we're gonna see this Heisman campaign for Dylan Gabriel next year.
Oh, okay. Tiff, any last thoughts?
I have not always been a believer, and I'm not sure I'm like converted. I'm not there yet. But Sam, I cannot pronounce his name. The transfer from Pitt has got me.
Okunlola. Lola.
Okunlola has me so pumped and so excited. So excited for y'all. Like, I don't even think people know the way that he's about to shake things up. So
Wait, can you tell us more?
yeah. Yes. I mean, I think he's from Pitt, and I think Pitt produces great defensive players. I mean, he's a defensive end player, so I think especially going to the Big 12, like you're going to need a little bit more pass rush, and I think he provides that element. When I look at what Kalijah Kancey did there and what he's doing now in the league, I say that this kid is probably coming in with some really great fundamentals and some great experience and great relationships that have probably influenced his playing style that will help take things over the top, whether or not y'all get the defensive coordinator that everyone's hoping for.
And who is that? Who they helping for?
Jim.
Is that
I
who they
feel like I
want?
know him. Like, we're not friends, no, but like never met him, never talked to him, but I'm excited.
I don't know that. The look on y'all look like you know him. Look like you
No.
know him.
I mean, no, but I just like, it's exciting stuff. Like, it really is. Like, if you look, like the fact that he's really considering taking this job, and to see like the fact that he like declined the USC job, the fact that he's declined NFL offers, it's like, okay, what are we building here that's so special that really like like, I feel like people were kind of bought into the Coach Prime hype, but it seems like people are officially bought into Colorado and what's being built over there. And I'm so pumped for it. And like, I mean, I've told y'all 3 times over, I'm a defensive girl. So when I see different things coming in like that, I'm like, let's just get one more defensive tackle. And I think it's like gonna be lights out.
Yes. Hey, how about coaches turning down Lincoln Riley for Coach Prime? How about
that? What? Nuts.
Tim said, right? Hold on, let me get hey Bishop, what's up, man? I appreciate you, bro. With the 333, said big salute to Barbershop, Dave, Rawhide, and Tiff. You probably didn't even think about your name, Tiff, but Tiff too. Let me just tell y'all this. After we end this, I'm just gonna continue with the live, but then I'll open the panel up. But I just want to say, guys, this has been a true blessing having Tiff and Dave on. You know what I'm saying? We be a little more civilized when I'm rocking with people like this. So man, I just appreciate them showing us a little time. You know what I'm saying? Showing me a little time. Go ahead, Dave.
Oh, I was gonna say just thank you so much, Ra. And I know that I don't mean to hijack this, but I just wanted to hear this a little bit with what Tiff mentioned with the NFL MVP race. If Lamar Jackson isn't your MVP, I know this is opening up a can of worms, but
I'm ready. I was hoping that. Okay, I
want to hear this.
He is on the Ravens for sure, and like Lamar Jackson is special, and he's doing great things. But I think there's more factors that go into that than just Lamar Jackson on his own. I think there is a person that on his own has transitioned the Ravens and has made them the most competitive team.
Roquan Smith.
Yep. Roquan Smith.
Come on, Tiff.
The defense that they were before and the defense that they are now are completely different. And it changed last season when he got traded to that team. Ever since then, if you go back and look in points allowed per game, they went to be like, I think they were like 8th to 1st.
So wait a minute, but how does that keep Lamar from winning the MVP?
Well, because only one person can win it. And in my personal opinion, if Roquan Smith was not playing there, that defense would not be the same. And they would not be in the position they're in now. I think that they would have still won games. I think they would have still been a great team for sure. And I think they probably would have been maybe like one of the 11-6s for sure.
All right, guys.
Maybe the 10-7s.
Guys, do me a favor. Do not hold that take against Tiff.
It's a great take.
Don't hold that. That's Wildcat. Hey guys, that's Wildcat. So just do me a favor. Don't knock her. Don't knock her for that take. Listen. She good. You know what I'm saying? And she's standing on it. I get it. I agree with her point about the defense is much better. That she is 100% correct. That's why I mentioned Roquan before she even said it. I knew that's what she was talking about. But that don't stop.
There's even a cat behind me. I didn't even notice that until just now. There's a full cat. So it's like we've got Hot Take Tiff and then we've
Wildcat. Hey, Wildcat.
The Wildcat.
That's Wildcat. Oh my God. What? She's back to 45 subs. Hey, y'all tripping. Get her to 50 subs, man. Y'all we don't do that.
Subscribing already after that take. That's not right, y'all.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, get her to 50, guys. Don't hold that take against her. Get her to 50. Y'all do me a favor, man. Get her to 50. Hey, Dave, anything you want to say on that, Dave?
This is what I'll say. You know, if the media just wants to be trolls and not give Lamar Jackson, who I feel is deserving of his second MVP, this is my take. Give it to Dak Prescott. The Cowboy fans would just absolutely lose it because they could have Tom Brady playing for him behind center there for the Cowboys. They'd still be pissed at the quarterback play. But Dak Prescott, man, he's got the Cowboys as in the number 2 seed in the NFC, winning the division, overcoming Mike McCarthy. People don't like that storyline, but when you can overcome your coach, just like Peyton Manning did for years and years and years and years, that is something special, and it needs to be recognized. want to see Dak Prescott there finishing number 2 in the MVP race this year.
I'm not even gonna comment on that Dak Prescott point you just made. Hold on. My man Slap Happy that's been with me from the beginning. Hey, Slap, I keep saying, guys, Slap Happy been with me before I was even Rawhide Media. He was with me when I was on on my other channel. But let me just say, Slap Happy for the $2, bro. I appreciate you, man, and appreciate y'all staying with me, bro. You staying with me, Slap. He said, look out for Miller Moss. Look out for Miller Moss. Slap Happy, Miller Moss is not winning the Heisman Trophy. Just want to let you know that. Now. I love you, Slap. I love you, bro. But that ain't happening, bro. That ain't happening. But anyway, and we got Bishop with the super chat. I don't know for Dave or must be for Dave because he said Bishop Frank, Dr. Newark with the 333. He said oxtail, greens, hot water, cornbread. You ain't like cornbread. You know, so they don't even know how to pronounce cornbread. It's cornbread. That's right, bro. That's right. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it, Dave. That's super chat for you.
Thank you. Thank you. But I mean, I want to hear about that. What you guys think about that with Dak Prescott? I mean, you're not. Would you rather give it to CJ Stroud?
I was making faces and like Dave, like it's okay. So there's the football in me, there's the football fan, and then there's the football, like, I love the game, so I'll talk about it objectively. The football fan in me, I'm an Eagles fan. I would never want to see Dak Prescott win that award. I said if they were in the Super Bowl, I'm not watching. I hate the Cowboys with everything in me. But then the football side of me goes, he's been one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the league, even when the Cowboys weren't winning. He's performed this year, and they're doing incredibly well on both sides of the ball. So Dak Prescott for MVP, I mean, if it didn't come down to like records and we were giving it to a quarterback, I would probably put Dak over Lamar.
Raw.
Let's end this. Let's end it with these people that's on a panel before they shoot themselves in the foot. Because they have lost their ever-loving mind. But that's cool. That is cool.
Wait, I still want to keep going, man. Who's your number 2? Who's your second place?
Come on, give us your. Come on, Rob, give it to us.
Tell me it's
y'all like, hey, y'all was doing so well, then y'all went solid gold on me. Y'all went to the left. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was doing good. Then you just went solid gold.
Rod's a Brock Purdy guy. We all know it.
That's
we
exactly.
all know he's a Brock Purdy guy.
Not a Brock Purdy guy. If Lamar
like Kirk Cousins till the injury.
No. If it wasn't Lamar, it would be CJ Stroud.
Dude, I'm sorry, man. Your team won 9 games. I'm not giving you MVP when you go 9-8.
Bro, they pull Houston. He pulled Houston out the literal dirt.
He did. But he's already going to win rookie. You want him to get both?
Russell Wilson got us 1 win more or 1 win less, man.
Bro, it's CJ Stroud. I don't even think it's even close if it's not Lamar Jackson, to be honest with you guys.
Dave, you're a Broncos fan?
Yeah, you're a Broncos fan.
So are you rocking with the whole Jarrett Stidham, like getting behind him?
No, man. Jameis Winston is a Denver Bronco. My take is that we're probably trading back because we only have 6 picks and no second round pick this coming draft. And I think we're punting on quarterback this year. Going to bring in a bridge guy.
Wait, I must have missed that. Jameis is with y'all now?
No, but I'm just hoping he is because, he said, forget Dennis Allen. And we talked about that yesterday, Raw. Forget Dennis Allen. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, he already knows the offense. Have him come in and run it for a year. If he's going to be our tank commander, that can happen. And hey, maybe we go after Shedeur in 2024. Wouldn't that be fun? Or somebody like one of these other quarterbacks. I think JJ McCarthy needs another year, like Joel Klatt said. So we'll just have to see. But I'm sorry, I keep hijacking this. Rob,
no, that's good. You good, bro?
But
you good, bro? You good?
That was it, man. But I think both you and I can agree, Rod, that the MVP should be Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, it's Lamar Jackson. I don't know what Tiff over there. Man, what you doing? Let me look. You over there smoking something, man? Something wrong with Tiff.
Oh, they got 10 wins. Sorry, the Texans.
Yeah.
Never picked quarterback.
Point still stands.
Oh my God. I just can't even believe what she said about it. I'm just gonna let it go. I want her to end on a positive note. guys, bro, guys, she's not up to 50, minimum 50, she'll be 100. If she ain't up to 100, bro, y'all dead dog wrong. Ivy forward the $2 super said, Tiff, you lost credibility fast,
I
Cowboys.
can't do it. Go Birds.
I know
Go
Ivy, bro.
Birds.
I mean, she just messed that all the way up. She was batting, bro. She was batting 1,000, just knocking them out the park. Hey, I'm over here. I'm even impressed. I'm like, damn, she's straight. And she came with that crap. I'm like, oh my god.
I'll tell you what, though, the Eagles got us worried to the point where I feel like they might be calling up CU trying to poach Pat Shurmur from us, man. That's how bad it's looking right now.
No, really?
Honestly, we've got a lot of problems, and we're about to have a crap ton more. Like it's gonna get worse. So at this point, like someone compared it to the Titanic, which is like my favorite movie. I'm just going down with the ship. Like we're going down. But I showed love to Dak Prescott, which not a lot of Eagle fans would do objectively. So Ivy, I'm trying to keep it real for you.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna end this now before Tiff go back to 4 subs. So I'm gonna help her out. I'm gonna help her out. She should be at 100. I get why it's a little slow when that last take she had, but don't hold that against the guys. Don't hold that against us, guys. Hey, David, talk buff. Let us know what you got coming up.
Man, I'll be on sometime tomorrow, I'm sure, but I'm having NFL Draft Scout, friend of the show, Bill Carroll, back on Thursday to talk about, the handful of guys that are going to the NFL or attempting. What guys from CU might we see drafted, and to talk about quarterbacks. How they project at the NFL level, and we'll take questions on any guys that you have from CU and kind of how he's evaluating them in terms of their future draft stocks. So that's at Thursday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Please be sure to tune in for that. It'll be a lot of fun.
Bet. Good deal. All right. And Tiff, they already gave you another name. They can call you Tiff Bayless. So, you know what I'm saying? I knew.
Don't compare me to that Cowboys fan.
I tell you. So, Tiff, what you got coming up? You know what I'm saying? Other than me and you with that NFL thing at the end of this weekend.
No, I'm just really excited to start talking about the playoffs, what's coming up. Gonna post some little shorts of some different takes that I've given, and those ones are just as fun and just as spicy. There's some that are actually wilder than the ones I said here. So, and they're gonna be shorts too, so you can get to the point in like all of like 20-30 seconds. I'm gonna explain to you why I feel that way, so you know that I'm not all the way tripping. Let me try.
I feel you. All right, then, man. Hey, again, man, y'all make sure y'all show Tiff, aka Wildcat, some love. I brought Law Dog up because he had a question for Dave. So, Dave, go ahead, Law Dog. Ask Dave.
What's up, Dave? Listen.
What's up, man?
So, look, I know we got the Wesley kid, Colorado. So, I want to know your starting lineup, receiver core.
Oh, man.
When you walk out.
I love it. Yeah, it's going to be Will Shepard, Travis Hunter, and Wester, man. I'm sorry, Jimmy Horn, man. You got to drop less than 8 balls, man. If you're gonna hop in front of Wester, but man, that's my 3. That's my 3 right now. That might not be the most popular take, but hey, this is another reason why I want the Amazon Prime series extended to like 8 to 10 episodes, man. Some of those guys, man, we might have new guys in front of them playing some more meaningful snaps. That's all I'm saying. So, great question. And Tiff, you had Law Dog on your show, right? What were the topics that y'all covered? And then I'll hop on.
Listen,
sorry, Law Dog. Did you want to respond to that?
Listen, because I was going to bring one of those topics up. Listen, she has a love for Baker Mayfield. She told me that if Baker Mayfield was in Patrick Mahomes' shoes, he would have had the same or similar success, and Pat Mahomes would have failed if he was with the Broncos or the Bucks.
Stop.
She told me.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay, y'all have to go listen to the show. Y'all have to go and listen to the show with me and Law, because we did the topics on there do get incredibly wild. But what you'll come to find out if you listen to me break down my reasons, Law Dog concedes. So go and listen to it, because when I get into it and I start hitting them with the stats and the numbers and the facts and the footage,
she said it was based upon him playing in a certain system.
Hey, look here,
But
man.
it's
Y'all
hot take
Well,
Tiff. Don't turn into whack take Tiff.
I
No,
know.
listen.
Don't do it like
But
that.
listen,
Don't do it like that,
it's the
Law.
take.
You're wrong for
But
that,
you
bro.
got to get into the takes. They're definitely polarizing, but the things that I said
Oh.
have so far have been consistent.
No,
I
listen
said
though,
Baker was going to win the South. They won the South. I said that the Lions were going to be one of the best teams in the NFC. They're one of the best teams in the NFC. I've called plenty of so.
You
Look what Slap Happy says. Hey, Slap Happy says she like white boy. They going crazy.
Law,
they going crazy, bro. They going crazy. You should have said that.
Law. Say it sounds wild in the beginning,
no,
but
right. Listen, because she told me when the Eagles was winning, right? I was telling her she was being spoiled because I'm like, your team winning. Like, why are you complaining? And she did predict these problems like beforehand, before they actually became a problem. So I do give her credit, but she do say some wild shit. Like,
whack take Tiff strikes again.
Bro, you didn't have to.
Like,
you didn't have to do it like that.
That
bro.
Wildcat shit is real.
Bro, you didn't have to do it like that.
I love that
You
take.
took her out. You took her out on that, though. Hey, Tim, let me help you out. Do not ever say Baker Mayfield is good for anything. That's just
no. She will argue you down about
listen. If I've made some believers too, or I've at least gotten to the point where people have conceded on the fact that maybe everything that you see isn't always what the media puts out there, and the narratives that they try to push and sell don't always tell the full story of what's happening in systems, what's happening with individual players, the sort of circumstances that they're playing through, and the way that's impacting their success. So I like to get into that. I like to get into the things that they don't talk about on First Take and ESPN, the things that are overlooked and often missed, because that oftentimes tells you where things are going to go in terms of team success.
I got you. Got. Hold on. I'm gonna let them go because I don't need Law Dog to hurt us sub no more than what he just did. So, hey, Alpha, since you pulled up, is there anything you want to say?
Oh no, man! I'm ready to rock and roll. I know you about to switch it over to talk about some more football, but just like I was telling her, don't go from hot take tips to whack take tips. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. Baker Mayfield can't even sniff Patrick Mahomes.
I know.
Dude, I can't.
Alpha, you gotta go listen to it. You gotta go listen to it, Alpha. Go listen to it.
I don't want to listen to it. I don't want to listen to it.
Not that. No,
I don't want. That's a waste. That's 15 minutes I can't get back in my life.
No.
But to be fair, when they played in similar systems, because it was all hypotheticals, right? So we can't ever we never really know, because that scenario is often not going to happen. But what I will say is when they were playing in similar competitive systems, which is the last time we could go back to that was college, they put up similar performances. So in terms
I'm not going to give a hot take on the NFL career and compare it, because what they did in college. I'm talking about the NFL. Baker Mayfield.
We were talking about his abilities as players.
If that's the case, we can go back to high school and be like, "Oh man, this guy."
No, but that's not necessarily the case, because we were talking about his abilities. The only thing that hasn't lined up are his stats and wins and losses, which is more about a system and more about a team than that. Nobody
I'm mad at you, Law Dog.
Law was wrong for that. Law was wrong for that, bro.
Nobody's done. You haven't seen anybody in the situation that he's been in be more successful than he has.
Hey, Tiff.
You haven't.
I don't care what you say. You sound like Charlie Brown to me. Whatever you say to me right now, all I hear is want. There's nothing.
But she didn't say it though. Law Dog said.
But that's okay though.
No. You got to go listen to the show.
No, hell no. I'm not doing it.
We really had takes about this, and I said I was 4-0 on all the topics we talked about. I was right about it.
He conceded. Go listen to it. He goes.
Okay. I gotta end it because I can't let her get towed down no more than that. Tim, never bring up Baker Mayfield.
I will
never bring up Baker Mayfield.
And I'll stand on it. If people will listen, I'll stand on it.
Can you just do a separate episode on it?
Hey, wait, hold on. What'd you say, Dave?
Let me one more question.
Wait, hold on. Dave, what'd you say, Dave?
Oh, I was saying that Tiff should do a video on it for those who want to hear about Baker Mayfield.
Tiff, go in there and cut the clip and post it so they can see it.
All right.
No, don't do it. Tiff, let me give you some advice. Do not do that.
Don't listen. It's okay. Listen, this is the same.
We're giving her conflicting advice.
This is the same dude that said a Javon Antonio player comp was Calvin Johnson.
Right.
I did it too.
Yeah,
Okay,
hello.
Tiff.
I said that so I can tell you about mistakes. I can tell you about mistakes. Don't
Okay.
do that.
Hey
Don't
Tiff,
do
let me tell
that.
you. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So with that take, you have Baker Mayfield pretty much one of the top quarterbacks in history.
What I will say is like in terms of no, because like, and that's why I'm saying like people actually have to go and listen to it because we weren't talking about wins and like it was more than just apples and oranges. Like we really got into the technicalities of how they operate as quarterbacks.
Okay.
And like that's what we were talking about was the translation of the actual mechanical football skills.
Okay.
Was,
Hold.
Wait,
Y'all not
Alpha,
leaving yet.
hold on, Alpha, before
Y'all
we go
not
too
leaving
far.
yet.
Wait,
Hell no, I'm about to dig
no,
in.
I gotta let Dave get out of here because we're at an hour.
Ooh, I was about to dig in.
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah,
Dave,
but this is one thing I want to hear. Talk on the panel, and I'm going to get out of here.
I appreciate it, Dave.
Yeah, Mike Vrabel deserved to be fired, and I don't know why people think he's an amazing head coach. All right, guys, I'll see you.
We're gonna shake it up, and then he shakes it up, and you do that bounces.
Okay, Tiff. Hey, this is your opportunity to cut out if that's what you want to do, Tiff. If you
Nah,
ready to go.
I'm as long as
She here now.
here's
No,
the thing.
She don't get this.
Here's
She don't
here's
get
what I
this.
will say. Here's
Take
what I
that.
will say.
Take that.
I'm
Hey,
down.
check this out.
I'm down to talk.
Hey, whoa. Let me say this. Those of you who on Dave's channel, man, y'all can pull up to my channel if y'all want to get on the panel. Just let y'all know.
Hey, Tiff, quick question.
Okay,
Tiff.
so I'm down to get it like because Raw asked me if I wanted to dip, and I'm not like if someone wants, we could talk about it.
No, put it on the floor. Alpha want to know.
No,
Tell him
hold on. Let's go back and forth for just give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay, so if it was a draft of nothing but quarterbacks, and it's